Hey guys, welcome to my self-publishing blueprint review video. And in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an insider's perspective of self-publishing blueprint, just in case you want to know exactly what you're getting before you decide to purchase Emeka's course. Now, Emeka's course is one of the premier outsourced self-publishing courses these days, and I'll show you how it compares to its competition in a few minutes here. But before we get started, I want to let you know that this course is for outsourced self-publishers. Now, what the outsourced self-publisher or the outsourced self-publishing community likes to do in this business is outsource their books to a ghostwriter or ghostwriting companies to get their book back, basically their manuscript back, and then upload it to KDP, CreateSpace, ACX, and that's that. You're not going to be writing your books, although you can and take some of the tips in this course. You can do that, but it's mainly focused for people who already have it in their mind that they're going to be outsourcing their books. Now, let's continue on here. I did write an in-depth review about self-publishing blueprint, and let me switch to that screen right now. Okay, here's the self-publishing blueprint review, an in-depth review. It's quite long, guys, so I'm going to go through this course or this review briefly. I'm going to basically summarize what you're seeing here. I will leave a link in the description below, okay? So let's cover all these, not everything, like I said, but let's start from the top here, okay? We'll skip the man behind the course because I'm assuming you already know who Emeka is. Okay, so let's go to what you'll be learning in self-publishing blueprint. Now, I've went through the course myself and picked out what I liked and what I didn't like. I took notes, so that's what I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. Let me head over to the course so I can go through this, and then if you want to go more in detail of what you're getting with each module, I don't go over the tips and tricks exactly because that wouldn't be fair. I'm not going to be giving away Emeka's course here, but I am going to be giving you insights. So let me head over. This is module 1, right? That's what we just covered. That's pretty self-explanatory. You are going to get, for example, what makes a profitable keyword. There is going to be a criteria that Emeka shows you. Actually, I'll just go ahead and click on it to show you how it looks like, what you're going to get. You're going to be using Kindle Spy, or you're going to be doing it the manual way. And this is, if you've never taken a Kindle publishing course before, at least from an outsourcing Kindle publishing perspective, then this might be new to you. So like I said, Kindle Spy will save you time. Then there's the keyword stacking strategy. I'm not going to open that because this one is actually the most valuable lesson in this module. Now, it's going to show you a way to stack up your keywords, and you're going to publish your books in such a way that it organically ranks better in Amazon's algorithm. Now, there is a trick to this, and there is some theory behind it. I wouldn't take it as gospel, but it does work. I have tested it in the past. Now, beyond having a profitability criteria and these other lessons, I did enjoy this very last lesson, which is understanding and researching your customer. You're going to get some methods of basically how to outcompete your self-publishing colleagues, basically, I guess you could call them. Now, this is rather new. I haven't seen this in another Kindle publishing course, so I do recommend checking that video out, and it is 12 minutes long, which is even better. Okay, makes it even better. Now, creating your book, this is quite self-explanatory as well. You're going to be choosing a book length, the cost, choosing the right title, where to get your book written from. I will tell you right off the bat that Emeka does advise beginners especially, and I agree with this, to outsource your books to writing companies just so there's no friction in between your success as a self-publisher, now as an outsourced self-publisher. Now let me rewind real quick here. The whole point of my self-publishing blueprint is to get you started as a Kindle publisher. The goal, the unique selling point, is for you to make your first $1,000 a month online via Kindle publishing. Is it doable? I definitely agree that it is doable with the strategies taught in this course, not book. I was going to say book, but this course will definitely, it's the blueprint, 100%. I like the title. Okay, it will give you the strategies on how to make your first 1K, and that could be with 3 or 5 books. Could be more, could be less, depending on how the competition, and there's a lot of variables, and you'll learn all those variables in this course. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention my experience. For those of you who just ran into this, I am an experienced outsourced self-publisher. That's where my majority of experience comes from. And I have taken this course and previous outsourcing courses, but mainly these days I'm focusing on white hat strategies, and you'll see what I mean as the minutes go on here. Okay, so once you create your book and you got your Kindle cover designed, you're going to upload it to your KDP account, and this module takes you through those steps. Then you're going to create that as a paperback version, okay? And Emeka takes you step by step on how to do this. Pricing your paperback is quite important, actually, and he does give you some sneaky strategies on how to get more royalties without stepping over the line, type of thing, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's with CreateSpace there. And then ranking your books and getting reviews. Now, for an outsourced self-publisher who's just starting out, doesn't have an audience or anything like that, doesn't have a following, an email list, then you're most likely going to be doing review swaps. It's just the way the cookie crumbles for outsourced self-publishers. I don't like it. I don't do review swaps anymore, but Emeka here in these lessons show you how to do it from A to Z without leaving any quote-unquote footprints, meaning Amazon's not going to detect that you're doing review swaps. That's what he teaches in this module. So reviews do play a role in ranking your book in Amazon, so definitely pay attention to this part here. And by the way, before moving on, there is a section here, a resource that Emeka gives you on where to buy your Amazon gift cards. Now, I've never used it. I'm sure it works great, but if you want another resource on where to get your Amazon gift cards digitally online with no friction at all, then make sure to get my self-publishing blueprint bonuses. I do have some. Let me show you real quick. Go over here. There is a section. Of course, this is my more in-depth analysis of self-publishing blueprint. Here we go. So I do have a bonus section, okay? I'll talk about this in just a little bit, but I might add a fifth bonus in where I share the other resource of where to get Amazon gift cards, okay? So that's going to be in the link below. And to get these bonuses, might as well just tell you right now, to get these bonuses, you have to buy through any link on this page or button, and I will send these bonuses right over to you within 24 to 48 hours of your self-publishing blueprint purchase. All right, so let's move on. I want to keep this short. Creating an audiobook for additional income. Okay, so ACX basically, and this is a sleeper, guys. This is a big money whale that you need to jump on, especially if you're doing something like in the self-help niche. It doesn't work too much for the tech niche, but definitely don't skip out on ACX when you can, and pay up front. That's really it. There's a lot of modules here, and it's not all Emeka, okay? And I explain more of this in my review, but it's pretty cool. There's some unnecessary stuff, I think, and there is definitely some how-tos, okay? So don't miss out on this. Email marketing for Kindle publishers. This is where Emeka basically gets you started on the email marketing white hat path of getting organic reviews and author email list and things of that nature. He does an okay job. You're not going to become a email marketing pro from this module. There's definitely way more steps to it, and you really don't learn email marketing until you start doing it and collecting emails and setting up autoresponder sequences and whatnot. So just be aware of this when you're going through the course. And then bonus lessons, right? This is the section where I don't know where these lessons fit, so I'm just going to put them all in this bonus lesson module. Okay, but there are some gems in this module, so don't miss out here. So for example, bundles. Do not skip out on bundles. They are one of the most effective ways for outsourced self-publishers to make a lot of money. Because I'm not talking about just on Kindle. Remember, we're talking about CreateSpace bundles where you can price your books from $25 up to $35, okay? And then there's ACX books, which cost, if you bundle like 4 or 5 like I have in the past, that's like $15 a pop of royalties that you get, or more. Anyways, there's more ways for you to make improve your Kindle publishing skills in this bonus lesson. Definitely check this part out. And then there's the best practices PDFs, okay? So if you want to basically get a summary or step-by-step PDF guide on for example, how to recruit or hire a virtual assistant from Upwork or another source or whatever, then Emeka is going to show you in this PDF exactly what to do. Same with email lists. And then there's pricing your books, which is a little bit more simpler, but it's actually quite valuable just to, okay, I don't want to find, you know, that lesson where Emeka talked about this pricing strategy and blah, blah, blah. Well, you don't have to do that anymore. That's why this module lesson or PDF section exists, where you can just go and click here and it'll show you how to price your Kindle books, whether it's a bundle or not. And same with CreateSpace and same with ACX, although ACX, you can't really control the pricing, but that's what the ACX module is for, the audiobook module. And of course, there's more on how to do bundles as well. Alright guys, so let's start wrapping this up here with the pros about self-publishing Blueprint, what's good about it, right? One of the #1 things that I really enjoyed about being in the self-publishing Blueprint community so far is the Facebook group. Okay, so this is what you'll be able to join this once you purchase the course. Okay, the first welcome video has a link for you to join, and it's pretty engaged. I haven't seen this much engagement since self-publishing revolution, actually. So this is definitely the premier outsource course of its age so far. Okay, so definitely this is a positive note. This is a pro because you're going to have a lot of experience in beginner and intermediate publishers in here to help you out. And believe it or not, there are some white hat publishers in here. All right, so other pros, okay? The way this course is structured, there's no real fluff. It's just from A to Z. Here's what you do to be successful, to get to that $1,000 a month mark and beyond. Emeka is not afraid to share the spotlight either, which is cool because there's other instructors that you'll notice throughout the modules, and I'll let you know in this article who they are above, right, in the module section. And that's uncommon because usually, like in other courses, it's only one instructor and that's it because they want the spotlight. They want to be the master know-all guru. And this is just not the case with Emeka and his course. Alright, so if I have to say something that I don't like about this course, it's that a lot of people are taking this course and they're going to be, well, they're going to be your competitors as well. Everyone that you see in the Facebook group wants to make their first 1K as well, and you're most likely going to be competing with each other, which actually makes it hard for your books to be completely solidified for your profitable keyword. Now, I experienced this firsthand when I was doing a lot of outsourced self-publishing, so you're bound to run into this. So what I don't like is that there's not enough white hat self-publishing lessons. What I mean by that is, in order to really solidify your book presence, you're going to need a following, an author email list, okay? Which basically means asking for reviews from your fans and getting them organically as the time goes on, because your competitors are not going to be capturing emails and they're not going to be building a following and they're not going to be doing all these other things. So that's the only con that I see. There's not enough incentive to do white hat self-publishing. Everything seems more focused on the black hat review swapping method of getting reviews. But you know what I will say is that Emeka does account, you know, to give Emeka credit here, he does say that review swaps should only be done, they should only be gathered once per book, and then you should focus on other review strategies like building an email list and whatnot. Alright, so now that we got the pros and cons out of the way, there are other course alternatives. Like I said, self-publishing revolution was the top dog in the past. It's not anymore, in my opinion. Now self-publishing Blueprint, and I'm not even sure if SPR is even available anymore. I'm not sure. I do have a review on it. The course owner said he was taking it down, but the link still works. I have no idea. Alright, then there's K-Money Mastery, and K-Money Mastery, it's very outdated. Like I say here, it's a dinosaur. I don't recommend it. Okay, I really don't, because you're gonna get, although it's like what, $67, $97 now, there's a bunch of upsells and there's reoccurring upsells. And self-publishing Blueprint for one price, you will just get your money's worth plus more, all in one package. Okay, By the way, Self-Publishing Blueprint does have a multi-payment plan as well. Now, lastly, there are other alternatives, but they're mainly for authors, not outsourced self-publishers, people that just write their books and want to do self-publishing but want no part of review swaps or black hat strategies. Then you're going to want to check out my ultimate guide to finding the best Kindle publishing course for you. All right, so that's the ultimate buyer's guide for Kindle courses. Now, Self-Publishing Blueprint testimonials, there's a lot. You'll know you're in a good course when people start showing their dashboards at the end or beginning of every month, and there's no shortage of that here. Alright, so continuing on with the bonuses for this course, if you do happen to buy Self-Publishing Blueprint through this page, you're going to receive these Kindle bonuses as long as you send me some proof, a receipt. Here at the bottom I give you instructions on what email to send it to, and then I'll send you these bonuses within the next 24 to 48 hours. And you can read these on this review page. I'll leave a link, like I said, in the YouTube description below. And bonus number 4 is spying on your competitors. Basically, I'm going to be giving you a secret way on how to spy on your Self-Publishing Blueprint competitors or any outsourced self-publisher. With this bonus, you're going to be able to check what keywords they're using. With this bonus, basically, you're not going to be at a shortage of keyword ideas. I'll tell you that much. And then if you want to learn more, definitely read this and then get the Self-Publishing Blueprint along with my 4 bonuses. And I might include bonus number 5, which is the Amazon gift card resource. Another resource for you to get your online Amazon gift cards for reviews. Now, I'll end with this for Self-Publishing Blueprint review conclusion. Emeka's course is definitely the best course out there right now as of 2018 for outsourced self-publishers. It might continue to be so. I would hope so. If Emeka continues publishing content, I don't see why not. Now, the thing that I like and don't like I said, is the review swap deal, but the pros and cons really weigh out with Emeka being an actual Kindle publisher. Now, Emeka being an actual Kindle publisher and not just a teacher or whatever you want to call it, an instructor for the course, that's really a pro for you as a student of self-publishing and soon to be master self-publisher, right? You're learning from someone who's not just like a guru, but he's actually he's in the trenches doing Kindle publishing as well. So that's a big pro. Now, I also do like that Emeka is moving towards, or does produce content that's not just review swaps, but it's also white hat. For example, creating an email list. You can see that on his YouTube, and you can see him, for example, this one right here. This was a YouTube video that he did with Miles Beckler about creating perma-free books. That's a white hat strategy. I'm all for that. So as you can see, he's really dedicated to his Kindle publishing niche, which is a good sign. So if you're a fan of Emeka and you want to learn how to, basically the blueprint, that's perfect. If you want to get the blueprint, definitely first of all, read this article, check it out. It's in depth. I took a lot of time to write it. I think it's over 3,000 words, and it's quite enjoyable. If I would say so myself. I started using some images that are pretty funny, I think, anyway. But yeah, check this out. I'll leave it in the description below. And yeah, this was John. Don't buy Self-Publishing Blueprint until you read this review. That's it for me. I'm signing off. This was way longer than I thought it was going to be. I'll talk to you soon. See you in the comments. Bye.